It's Monday night, and you know what that means. Just a Bit Outside radio show live on the air, Facebook, YouTube. Share that link, share that love, and hey, if I get my lazy ass off the couch pretty soon, I might actually upload podcasts again.
Right, man. What's going on with the comic rack? Damn.
No, well, I meant like our show, like turning it to audio and putting it to like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all that
what's
stuff.
What's going on with the comic rack, though?
Man, we've just been so busy with other stuff and with work and But this Thursday.
I know. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting something, man. You know, it's a major event.
The most epic Marvel movie of all time since the last one. No, since since Avengers Endgame. It probably has as much hype as Endgame, if not even more.
Bringing in our characters, man. I mean, they bringing some heavy hitters back, yo.
Oh, yeah. The official release date is the 17th, which is Friday. The special preview night. Tickets are on sale for Thursday, if you can find them. There's a lot of showings sold out. Up here at White Marsh, I was looking at the showings, and amazingly, like, all the showings are sold out from Thursday throughout the whole weekend, except for 3D. Like, no one wants to go to 3D.
Oh, for real? So they got something for Friday?
I don't know. They might.
I'm going to check around and see what's popping for Friday, for real.
But, I'm definitely going to be seeing it Thursday. Got tickets for 5 o'clock, me and the boy. And maybe I'll do like a little reaction video and upload that Thursday night, Friday sometime.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good. I'd like to see that, for real.
Cool.
Well, I probably will hold off till after I watch the movie myself. But I'm pretty sure that there's some people out there that would, love to get your take on the movie, for real.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they've done enough to hype this shit up. Everything from hacking to tens of $1,000 tickets. And, man, I mean, it's just a lot of drama surrounding this release.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right, so let's get things going. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. This is Major Keish on the mic, or should I say on the phone. And got a lot to talk about. It's Monday Night Football. Ravens had an interesting game this weekend, second time around against the Browns. A few things going on in the DMV area. Let's go to I guess I'm going to have to say the biggest event of the weekend. We've been talking about it for the past couple of months. Sports wagering started up officially in Maryland over the weekend.
Okay, so how much sleep and how much money did you lose?
Oh, man, let me just tell you. Okay, so, Major Keish had to go out there and do some quote-unquote research.
Quality control.
Right. This is so funny. They sent me a questionnaire today via email. I'm going to take a look at that.
Did they?
But,
you're one of them ballers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, they want some good feedback from, customers and whatnot. But, I went out there. I actually went to Maryland Live. I had a lot of friends who kind of bounced around, the state, this weekend to check out the setup. The setup in Maryland Live, to me, was especially unique because it's FanDuel.
Yes.
So with FanDuel, you got a couple more options. I mean, I don't play the fantasy football side. I'm just the old school, straight up spread and parlay kind of girl. But, they do have that option available. And, I gotta say, man, I spent some time there on Saturday, and it was a very nice setup, man. I was very pleased. If you've ever been to Vegas and you know how it is in Vegas, just about every casino has a sports book there. And those, game days in particular can be pretty lit.
Oh, sure.
And this particular weekend was awesome. I mean, we had some pretty good basketball games. The biggest thing on Saturday night was, there was a UFC fight that went down.
Yes, ma'am.
UFC event that went down this weekend. And you could tell, dog, that they took a lot of money in on that bet. I didn't post up at the wagering center. I actually sat down at a table right outside the wagering center, and I was able to observe, had a pretty good vantage point of everything. But, I mean, I just got to tell you, man, it was like serious. It was electric in that place on Saturday. Usually, casinos, it can get lit on the weekends, but this was different, man. This was different. Like I said, it was a UFC fight. Every time it just seemed like everybody got knocked the hell out. And like every time somebody got knocked out, every time that there was this, a couple of good punches or a nice combo or a good move, I can legit tell you, it felt like the whole damn casino was erupting, It was like insane. You'd be playing your games, and all of a sudden you'd hear this humongous roar, from the crowd. I guess people watching the games and the fights and whatnot. Man, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Had that vibe.
Yeah, man. And let me just tell you right now, Major Keys wasn't the only one at the casino this weekend. Governor Hogan was in the building. I believe he was down there in Oxon Hill, MGM.
Yes.
And to place the first official sports bet in the state of Maryland. There's a lot of mixed feelings about Governor Hogan. You either like him or you either love him or you hate him. There's few in between, but I'm just gonna say, in true Larry Hogan fashion, my man put his bet in, and he can be a comical kind of guy.
Yeah, he was getting some interesting comments on Twitter about
his
bet.
He's responsible for just wear the damn mask, which was kind of funny. They kind of hear your governor talk like that. But my man kind of ended up on the other side, on the bad side of the tweets after he made his official bet. Because, and this is on, I guess, like live TV. I wish I could have seen it live, because that would have been even funnier.
Yeah.
But my man went to go put his bet on. There's like this ribbon cutting ceremony and all of these people here. And my man gets on there and says, I'm going to go ahead and put my bet down. And he was referring to the Dallas-Washington game, and he referred to the Washington football team as the Washington Redskins.
Yep.
And it was literally like, what the hell is wrong with you moment. And let me just tell you, Mark, I feel like if you are a politician of a state, city, with a major team, Bama, take the time to learn. Even if you don't watch sports, take the time to learn what the hell is going on, man. I mean, it was like reminiscent of that mayor in the city of Boston after the Boston Celtics won the NBA championship. He got on TV and started calling Rajon Hondo, and was just fucking up everybody's name. It was like that, yo. I mean, it was just like, for crying out loud. You can tell how much he cares about this shit.
He's really tuned in, yeah.
Yeah! I mean, those type of things just amaze me.
You did hear what his bet was, right?
No.
Because they ceremoniously he bought the first bet, and the MC, he was like, all right, hold up your ticket, and do you mind if I ask you what your bet was? I tell you what, it's a good thing he's a politician, not a professional bettor, because he's like the definition of a homer. And I sure hope he doesn't spend the state's money the way he spent his own money, hopefully his own money, on this bet.
Right.
He put down, his bet was for the Ravens to win the AFC. Okay, that's okay. And for the Redskins to win the NFC.
And see, that's why my ass lost this weekend.
I mean,
because I laid the 6.5 on the Washington football team, man. I liked it.
I get it. He's a politician. He's voting for the hometown teams to win it all. But Larry, not good.
You know that Bama gave that slip of paper back after the show, and it was like, "Thank you, sir."
Oh, for sure. I want to know how much the bet was.
Yeah. So, You know, it's kind of like it comes through in the WTF, all wrapped in one. And when I say WTF, I'm not talking about Washington team football.
By the way,
but,
their team's been called the Washington football team for 2 seasons now. When are they going to get a real
nickname? Right! And to me, that's like even worse. Like, that's the actual team, let alone like an individual player, which, might, kind of get a little spicy on some stuff there. But this is like the actual team. This is like a big deal, too. Yes. And I'm pretty sure that ears collectively bled across the DMV when he said that, man, because, Twitter is unforgiving.
Yep.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. So, so there we have it. Go check out the, if you're a betting person and if you like sports betting, go check it out. Definitely adds another level of excitement to the game. Speaking of exciting games, or if you want to call it that, I'm not sure what you want to call it. Talking to different people around the city today, we got to talk about this Ravens-Browns game that went down on Sunday. Okay? Ravens went on the road, went up to Cleveland to visit the Dog Pound, and, one adjective, how would you sum up that game, Mark? Just one, off the top of your head.
An adjective? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that thing out. So, we went up there to take a look at the Dog Pound. We already beat them once. The
barely.
Ravens are, barely. The Ravens are seriously limping right now. We talked about the injuries, man, and games with Cleveland can be very physical for us, and they always are.
Yeah.
And this game was no different, man. This game was no different. I don't know about you, but the first couple of series, the offense was not looking good. It was looking like it was going to be a very tough game to watch.
Yeah.
For Ravens fans, I believe the first 2 series was like 3 and outs.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson.
Pretty much.
And he's been struggling the past couple of games. A lot of people are starting to point fingers. And when I say a lot of people, I'm talking about the fans. We usually keep a pretty tight-lipped locker room with the Ravens. Some people have been talking about Greg Roman. Of course, some jackasses have been talking about Lamar, this, that, and the third. I swear to God, if anybody jumps on here and talk about Joe Flacco, I swear to God.
And there's always a contingent that wants to just, down talk Lamar anyway. So.
Yeah, that's what I said. I swear to goodness, if somebody wants to do that shit, we welcome it with open arms. But you're going to catch these radio hands. For real, for real. So... but let's just go ahead and get to it, Mark. How'd you feel when Lamar went down? Did you initially say, "Oh shit"? Because prior to that, we lost Calais Campbell, which is basically like our best defensive player right now.
Yep.
Yeah. So what was the feeling like when you saw Lamar actually walk off that go off the field?
Well, see, that's the thing. I didn't see it. So, Sunday, I was dropping off my son to his mom a little bit earlier than usual because he had some plans to go. So I was dropping him off at 1:15. So I was listening to the game in the car. So I was still in the car when he went down. And my first thought was okay, how bad is it? I can't see it. So, what's going on? And, they take a little break, then they come back, and they're he's sitting on the ground and waiting on trainers and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that does not sound good at all.
Yeah.
So, the first thing I want to do is to get home and be able to turn it on and see what's going on.
Yeah.
And, by the time I got home, he'd just exited the blue tent, and they had him up on the cart. And I was like, shit, he's on the cart?
Yeah.
That's the season right there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there were a lot of people in the 410. His eyes was just straight Mike Tomlin style, popping out their head for real. It was just so crazy. And, just talk about the luck of the draw. Like, seriously, I don't give a damn how far the team goes this season, but I just got to tell you, man, that you got to give them their props when it comes to resiliency. Because this has been one roller coaster of emotions of a season with the Ravens, man. And, as mad as some people, including myself, you're going to be a Greg Roman and maybe some other members of the coaching staff. There's one thing that I do have to give them. I mean, when they say next man up, man, they mean that shit with the Ravens, though, and they do it well. I have to give the crab out tonight, man.
You got a crab for that game?
Giving the crab to you know what I'm giving the crab to, right?
Huh?
Tyler Huntley, man. Gotta give the credit to Tyler Huntley. For me. Huntley. He came in and, not only did he get us on the board, but, he got something going. He got something. Well, what it was might vary depending upon who you ask. He got something going for the Ravens, man. It kept this team in the game, and for real, legit almost won the game.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Please don't jump on here. Tyler Huntley is no Lamar Jackson, okay? But, my man hung in there. You can't tell me that this guy is not a decent backup. This is the second time he's done this season.
Yeah.
Who you got any crabs to give out in regards to yesterday's game?
I guess begrudgingly, I would definitely give one to Huntley as well.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, I'll give a crab out to the secondary on defense because
man,
that first half, the Browns
they got to a hella 5 lead.
But with down Marlon Humphrey and like you said, Calais Campbell, so that's a huge hit on the defense also. But that secondary, they stepped up and they kept the Browns down that second half. They kept the scoring to a minimum from what it was that first half. So hopefully, looking into the future, without Marlon Humphrey, our defense can keep it together.
Yeah, and I'll take you on that crab too. That's a good one because it seemed like in the first half they were trying to figure it out. Right? It was very clear that the Browns were trying to exploit that.
Oh yeah.
Right. But I don't know. Something happened at halftime. I don't know if Coach said something to him. I don't know. They ate a bowl of Wheaties or something. But, that second half, they tightened things up, really. And like I said, man, we managed to hold the Cleveland Browns, contain them enough for us to come back, man. We still had that dumbass, going for 2-point conversions and stuff like that. I just don't know what the hell is wrong with them. But, all right, whatever. But, decent game.
That's something that they talked about, too, on the broadcast was how the league in general is skewing more towards going for the 2-point conversion early when you're down a bunch.
You know what? That shit is like drugs to me. I feel like it's like the NFL drug, for real. You make it a couple of times and then you become addicted. You know what I mean? Everybody keeps talking about the new thing now. All of the different stats. There's so many percentages of shit that goes on right now. And, yes. I'm a probability and statistics girl. I do that shit for a living. But sometimes you got to feel the game. You got to feel your players, and if you're a fan of the game, you got to love it, right?
Oh, for sure.
Because that's another level of excitement. But goddamn, man, when your team it needs a certain type of outcome, or when things are riding on the game, that can just really make you want to pull your hair out sometimes, man.
Yeah.
But whatever. We lost the game. It was what? 22-24. I think we lost by 2 points or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, or 21-23, something like that. I was expecting a much a much
bigger ass whooping.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark, my man. My favorite slice of pizza, always coming through. But I was trying to find a good way to put that. But yeah, perfect. I was expecting a much bigger ass whooping. And you guys, there's something that you have to understand. For those fans out there that was really expecting, we're really looking forward to another Ravens win. Sweeps do not happen in the NFL. And when I mean a sweep, I mean when you have a series between two teams. And I'm going to put asterisks by this shit, especially within a division.
Yeah.
I jumped out there on a limb probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I'm saying, oh man, I really think that the Ravens can sweep the Steelers and the Browns. And I was just really drunk on the juice then. They're displaying why this type of event rarely happens in the NFL. Baseball series, sure. Sweep happens all the time. Basketball, yeah. Football, not so much. It's a different type of beast.
Yeah.
And football is really a team sport. And when one part of that chain gets weak, man, like it really shows. You can really see it. So alas, Ravens take that L. We have a massive opponent coming up this weekend. I might try my damnedest to get to this game. Got A-Rod coming in town. So the Ravens will be looking forward to that matchup, limping into that matchup as we've been doing the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Lamar's down. I don't believe that there's been any news because I haven't gotten any alerts or anything like that or any calls or anything in regards to his injury. I was going to ask you, have you heard anything?
Yeah, the latest was apparently during the press conference today. John Harbaugh said that it's not a high ankle sprain, and Lamar should be good to go on Sunday. Okay, all right. So should be good to go. All right, now let's go to the other part of the AFC. All eyes have been on the Bills and the Bills Mafia. They had an interesting close game against Tampa Bay. After the game, Josh Allen was also seen wearing a boot. Yep.
Raised a lot of questions around the league, with the analysts and whatnot. Have you heard any updates on that? I mean, everybody was saying it's not to believe to be a serious injury, but the boot will raise some eyebrows.
The last I read was the Bills aren't as confident as the Ravens are. They hope that he can play on Sunday, but they haven't said one way or the other yet.
And who do they have Sunday? Do you remember?
I don't recall.
God damn it. Okay, so Bills, Ravens. Let me just take a look at this schedule here. Hold on 1 second.
While you're looking that up, I just want to point out to people, if you're looking at the show live on Facebook, there is a poll up. So we're going to be talking Monday Night Football a little bit later. Who you got for Monday Night Football tonight, Rams or Cardinals?
Okay. All right, perfect. Yes, we have the Bills' next opponent is the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. So, it got me the wondering, Mark. I got to ask, let's just say, even though things are kind of looking on the up and up for Lamar, not so much for Josh Allen, the verdict's still out on that. Let's just say both of these quarterbacks are on the sideline this weekend.
Okay.
Who has the better chance at winning their game? The Ravens with their backup against the Packers, or the Bills and their backup against the Panthers?
Who was the Bills' backup even again?
I guess that might answer your question right there.
Well, see, you got to look at the quality of the opponent. We got the Packers. We got the Carolina Panthers.
Yes. Is it still? It's Sam Darnold, ain't it? I mean, He ain't going nowhere, did he?
Who?
Wait, man.
The Bills?
Wait a minute. Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not the Bills. Jesus Christ. I'm thinking about the Carolina Panthers. I'm sorry. No, you guys. Actually, the backup probably most likely will be Mitchell Trubisky. Let's throw a real monkey wrench up in this thing. Yeah, so you got Mitchell Trubisky possibly against Cam Newton and the Panthers, and then we got Tyler Huntley possibly, but real unlikely, against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. What do you think? I mean, that's you know, it's like which lesser of the two evils would you like to take?
I'd take the Bills.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I even with Mitchell Trubisky or Mitchell Trubisky, as some would call him in Chicago, but yeah, I'd lay more money on Trubisky before I think that matchup is a little bit better than you going with a backup against a very hot Green Bay Packers team right now. Oh yeah. Mark, let's take a quick break. It's 7:30. You guys, when we come back, we'll have some more laughs for you. We're also going to talk about Monday Night Football. We got a game tonight. Some heavy hitters, man. I can't wait for this jam. So don't go anywhere. It's Keisha. That's Mark on the other end, and we are just a bit outside.
Welcome back to Spit Outside Radio Show, live on Facebook, on YouTube. Share that link, share that love. We talked about it a little bit beforehand, but tonight there is some football because we are actually live on a Monday night again. We got what may be a preview, some say, of the NFC Championship game, and that's the Arizona Cardinals. I believe they're hosting. Is it?
Yes, they are. That's correct.
It's in Glendale, Arizona, against the Los Angeles Rams, and I expect a really good game coming up.
Oh yeah. I mean, first of all, you got, to me, outside of Lamar Jackson, the most electric player in the game, Kyler Murray, who is just, this is a prime example of how, to me, what the Arizona Cardinals have done this year, how you put a fantastic team together. I mean, they just really gave this guy all the tools to be successful. You know, we had forgotten about James Conner. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Brought him all the way back, resurrected his career. But, you know, we really didn't think, we haven't forgotten Zach Ertz, but he's kind of fallen down the rankings as far as tight ends are concerned. And, you know, it became more so about Darren Waller, Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce. You know, you kind of, you know, forgot about Zach Ertz too, man. And, you know, these new additions have just really paid off some major dividends out there in the Valley of the Sun, man. And wow, I'm just, you know, I'm so excited for Kyler Murray. And, you know, talk about hanging in there with your squad. I mean, because this guy really, you know, he really went from nothing. You know, they really did some good ass things, and it all started to me with the addition of DeAndre Hopkins.
Yes.
And they just stacked around there, man. And now you're seeing what you know, good, the results of some good moves. You know, the Rams made some moves themselves. You know, the most recent biggest, you know, landing Odell Beckham Jr., another weapon for Jared Goff. But the Rams have some injuries of their own that they'll be needing to overcome tonight.
Injuries and a COVID list.
Yeah, so you want to kind of just toss a few names out there, folks that'll be missing this evening with the Rams. I believe Jalen Ramsey was one you said.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey was the biggest name that popped out of me, but I can't remember who the others were. Let's see.
Tyler Higbee.
Yeah, which he's on one of my fantasy squads, so.
Oh, that fucking sucks. Oh, man. And let me just tell you, man, I'm gonna have to give a come through for the injury bug, yo, because that joker has been running rampant all through the NFL this season. I mean, it's been eating like a fat rat. It's been having so much fun. Man, it's been rough. It's been rough.
Not a team that hasn't felt it in some way.
Yeah, absolutely. And they were talking about it. They talked about it during the Ravens game. The guy literally said he's like literally every team in the NFL has dealt with some type of major injury or another. You know, so it's just been so insane. So insane. You know, we got a potential Coach of the Year match, probably with both of them. I'm pretty sure Sean McVay's in the.
Oh, I'm sure. Both.
In the runnings.
Yeah.
And what's the King? What's it? Kingsbury.
Cliff. Yeah.
Yeah, for the Cardinals. And let's keep in mind, folks. You know, this team already met earlier this year, and Arizona beat the mess out of them to the tune of 37-20. And you know, I did say that sweeps do not happen, but I'm going to rescind for this particular matchup due to people who will not be on the field for the Rams, and you know, I got to go with the Cardinals again. You know, I got to roll with them. What are you looking for as far as results for tonight's game, Mark?
You know, I'm always wrong on these kinds of things, but I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
You think so?
Not to say the defenses are bad, but I mean, both these offenses are just so high-powered. So many weapons for each quarterback.
Yeah.
And Kyler Murray, like he had been out injured. He's I think it's the second game back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be a really, maybe not super high scoring, but like 38-35 or something like that. Like pretty good.
Yeah.
But the Rams have kind of hit some roadblocks lately, and oddly, it's around the time that they got Odell Beckham.
The bad luck Beckham.
Bad luck Beckham. So I kind of want to see them step it up, but I can't see them getting past the Cardinals, man.
Yeah, neither. All right, so we both agree on that. Mark's looking for a high-scoring game. I believe the over-under is 52 points. I am going to go opposite of my super awesome counterpart. I'm looking for a low. That's it. That's right.
Really?
Major Keish's easy money bet for tonight. You better take that under on the Rams game.
It's the easy money bet?
Yeah, I'm taking it, man.
Oh.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to jump out there, and I'm getting very daring. I'm changing my ways, as my homegirl Kim would say. And shout out to you. We got that bet going. Yeah. I'm going to take the under on that, Jim. I'm taking that. I just got a feeling. You know, the last game was 37-20. They hyped that thing up. I mean, it might be an even bigger lopsided win. Or, you know, you got some like I said, major players. They're gonna have some things to figure out on the LA Rams side, and I think it's gonna take them a little while to get things going, if they do get things going at all. So yeah, Major Keith's taking that under, and taking those Arizona Cardinals. That's right, you heard it here first. All right, let me take a look. What else we got going down? All right, let's just get to the meat and potatoes. Let's have some laughs. You got any WTS for us tonight, Mark?
Yeah, let me bring it up here.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, I think you like this one.
Are we going just a bit outside on this one?
A little bit.
Okay.
Let's see.
Love it.
Let me bring up the story here. Oh, shit.
Okay.
All right, so we talked about betting earlier, how, betting's come to Maryland, and we were just talking about the over-under on the Monday Night Football game. There's one thing that, betting is always going to be in sports, and sometimes it changes sports. And, it looks like it's having a little bit change in the NCAA. It's actually the Illinois State-Chicago State basketball game went down this past weekend.
Uh-huh.
And, of course, all these bettors wanting their money, keeping track of their money, they notice a tiny statistical error.
Uh-oh. I did not hear about this.
All right, let me see what it says here. Stat-keeping error that impacted the final score and point spread of a mid-major college basketball game Saturday was spotted by bettors, prompting some sportsbooks to pay out winning wagers on both teams.
What?
The mistake occurred late in the second half of the Illinois State-Chicago State game. A made free throw by Illinois State's Josiah Strong with 49 seconds to play was erroneously recorded as a miss. Illinois State, a 9.5 or 10-point favorite at most sportsbooks, went on to win by 9, 80-71.
Oh, shit.
without the made free throw counting. So, of course, like, a whole bunch of bettors were like, no, he made that free throw. They need to correct this because I won my bet.
And then they paid out some people already.
So sportsbooks were paying out to people on both sides.
I love it. I love when the gambling man just sticks it to the man. That's great. That's great. It never happens, you guys. So, that's awesome.
Yeah,
happens.
They said like stuff like rushing yards and stuff like that is usually where the statistical errors are, but in points, almost never. So like this is a real rarity even for the sports bettors.
Yeah. That's a good one. I like that one, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to go all the way just about outside. I'm going to go not even all the way, just all the way outside the sports realm. My WTF for this week has to do with Jussie Smollett, or Juicy Smollett, or as some of us like to call him. A couple years ago, I don't know if you guys remember, but he claimed that somebody did this racially homophobic hate crime against him. It was a whole big deal and everything. Come to find out, this dude was lying, and he has now been convicted, right?
Convicted, yep.
Yeah, 5 counts of fraud, line. I mean, you name it, they threw it at his ass, and they rightfully so, because dude was lying. As details came out, this was something that he staged, and will be going to jail for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So yeah, WTF, and Juicy, man, it's going to be a whole new name to Juicy Small here, whole new meaning when he puts that suit on. But yeah, man, WTF on that. WTF on that, and that should just let you know, lying, the liar never wins, and it can land you in jail. People out there that will love that one.
Isn't that like what we tell our kids? But like, even as a parent, you're not going to go to jail for lying. But damn, you went to jail for lying.
You better use Juicy as a cautionary tale, children. Let that be one of those nightmare stories that you read right before you go to bed.
Yep.
So they can marinate on that and be a better person. I got some, okay, guys, so I don't think we said this at the beginning of the show. I actually should have said this. Today will be our last show of this year. We'll pick things back up after the new year. So I kind of wanted to do a little holiday thing. I guess I'm going to have to I'm going to label this a come through. Okay? So one of the classics for the holidays, especially on TV, is Dr. Seuss's famous story about how the Grinch stole Christmas.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? I was actually poking around the internet today, and I was reading this article of fun facts on the story, and I just kind of wanted to read a couple that I thought some of our viewers, especially our generation, our age group, because that was that's also something along with the Christmas story that comes on faithfully every year, and we used to look forward to as kids, man.
Yes.
So, all right, first fun fact, which is, I'm gonna have to say really no surprise, but it's a rarity. The Grinch has a rating of 100 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking awesome story. Second fun fact I kind of want to talk about with the Grinch, which was most interesting, and I think this is a little known fact, because I damn sure it blew me away. In the book, originally, the Grinch was white. Did you know that?
I mean, why we gotta just keep on blaming white people for everything?
Jesus! Hey, man, I tell you right now, I had a whole thing set up, and you always slam it home, man. You always slam it home. That's why I love you. Oh, man, I love the show. That's great. But yeah, the original Grinch.
You mean the capitalist pig that hates Christmas is white? Oh, wow. Shocked.
Yeah. He always be my man. It's great. Okay, so yes, guys, I know, it's surprising, but the original Grinch was white. Okay, so when they released this wonderful animated story in 1966, color TV was cool and all of the news, all of the buzz, right?
Yes.
So, they wanted to, have fun with this whole color TV thing. So somebody came up with the idea to make the Grinch green. Hell, we got this awesome, color technology now. Let's show it off. And that's how the Grinch became green.
Wow.
Grinch was, isn't that cool?
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's just a couple fun facts that I thought I would, throw out there for our outsiders in this holiday season, man. Do you have a come through for us tonight, Mark?
I got come through, but real quick on the feed. Huey says, don't forget Die Hard and Die Harder, great Christmas movies, along with Scrooge. And I got to tell you, there's that debate about Die Hard. I am solidly on it being a Christmas movie, but I think Die Hard 2 gets overlooked. I think it's even more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard.
Oh, my God.
Don't tell me you don't think it is.
No, it definitely is a Christmas movie. It definitely is a Christmas movie. I gotta go with yes. We were watching this movie on Netflix, and that actually was like a thing in the movie. Whether two characters like seriously debated about Die Hard being a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
it was really good, really good.
Got a comment on the feed also, John Champion. Yeah, Grinch had to be white. A brother would still be in jail.
Yeah, I gotta love my MVP outsiders, yo. And there we have it, yet another spin on how the Grinch stole Christmas. and the color debate. Oh, man, that was good, too. Thanks a lot, John, man. And guys, Professor John, thanks for tuning in tonight. I got one more. I got one more little come through for real.
Okay.
And this is back inside the realm of sports, and kind of by way of the 410 and the Ravens. We used to have a wide receiver by the name of Rashad Perryman. Remember him?
Dude.
Boy. Yeah, when he left, some people were happy to see him go. But he's down there in Tampa Bay now.
Yep.
Having a good old time with TB12. And Tom Brady threw his 700th touchdown pass this weekend, and Rashad Perryman was the receiver for that, man. And he's going down in history books as being the one to catch Tom Brady's 700th touchdown pass. Really cool. Really cool.
I caught that.
What an honor!
I caught that during the game. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I always saw Perriman as someone who had potential, but for whatever reason it didn't work out here.
Yeah.
And, he's been around the league. I know he did pretty good in Cleveland for a little while, but really cool to see him on that field with Tom Brady and get that pass.
Yeah, really nice. Really nice. All right. Best part of the show, the booty humps. What's up?
Well, I got my come through too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come through.
All right,
Mark.
So you mentioned it earlier in the night. UFC was going down this past weekend, and huge night. UFC came out of T-Mobile Arena out there in Las Vegas, and maybe one of the biggest upsets in UFC history occurred. Juliana Pena was fighting Amanda Nunes. Nunes is one of the top fighters in the world, male, female, otherwise. She's been on a 12-fight winning streak that goes back several years.
Yeah.
One of the top names in the sport, period. She trains out of America's Top Team down there in Florida, one of the biggest gym MMA training camps in the world. Yeah. And, Nunes was heavily favored. So heavily favored, I believe Pena was a plus 650 underdog.
Holy crap. Ooh, I love those type of odds.
3 minutes, 26 seconds into round two. Pena got Nunes to tap out. Pena didn't even know. Like, she didn't even realize that she won. I was reading the interview with her, and she said, like, the ref, I guess, pushed her off, and, like, a guy from the Nevada State Medical Commission was there and checked on her, made sure she was okay, and, like, she tried hugging Nunes because she wasn't sure. She thought the round stopped. And then they're like, no, you got it. You won. And, like, she had to let it sink in because she did not expect it to happen. But, shout out to Juliana Pena for getting that women's bantamweight UFC title. And
big win. Big win.
Huge win.
That's nice. Good one. What you got on your booty hub list?
I kind of feel foolish putting them on there. But, we've talked about it before. And looking at the Lakers, man.
Oh, fuck. Don't feel foolish for putting them on there. You know how I feel, man. Go ahead.
They've won the last couple of games, and that's cool. But, a literal headline on ESPN was LeBron gets a triple-double after getting sleep.
Yeah,
after getting
I
sleep.
That crap, too. Like,
we get it. He's old. The whole team is old. AD's out for some weird reason tonight.
Yeah.
This team is falling apart, and I can't see them making it to the end of the season. They're gonna have to do some trades or something.
Oh yeah, remember how crazy it got last year at the trade deadline?
Yes.
Buckle the hell up, everybody, because I'm expecting a part 2 of that this upcoming trade deadline, man. It's. You know what, Mark? Let's dedicate the whole next show to the NBA because there's been a lot of things going on. There's been a lot of drama going on. I mean, there's things with Damian Lillard, and we really don't get a chance to really, discuss because to me, really, this has been one of the most exciting NFL seasons in a long time. There's always so much to talk about. But I think we are going to dedicate a whole show to the NBA next week because there's so much to talk about.
Next week?
I'm sorry, nope. Goddamn. Look at me. I'm always working. It's 2022. We're gonna come into the new year with we're gonna have our own Jabo. We're gonna have Jabo resolutions, sports resolutions. I think that'll be a good idea. I'm giving us an assignment right now. I just came up with it. It's awesome. Assignment for both of us.
Okay.
Jabo resolutions, sports resolutions for the new year. So but that's very good. Booty Huff, I have one as well. I'm going to go with the Jaguars, of course, not being able to score one single point yesterday. A lot of people have been saying that the Detroit Lions is the worst team in the NFL. Jaguars are making a compelling case for themselves here.
Oh, for sure.
They might have one more win though, but at least goddamn Lions can score, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Against the team, even though the Titans are 9-4 right now, they struggling too, dog. I mean, all of the teams are struggling, yo.
Yeah.
So you gotta take these smaller opponents, these Davids, if you will. You gotta take these opportunities now. You gotta take them now against these Goliaths. Like I said, everybody's struggling. But 0 points. To me, that's always unacceptable.
Well, that whole situation down in Jacksonville is a Booty Huff WTF. Like,
resolution.
Urban
Meyer.
So he called his assistant coaches losers. Like,
yeah, I know.
You hired him.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We spend so much time. Like, this season has been so crazy. We spend so much time talking about it. But yeah. What's the likelihood that Bama makes it to next year? We'll see, though. I don't know. You got to give him at least one more year, right? I don't know.
He says Urban Meyer's going to fire his whole staff and half the players, and he's right. Urban Meyer does not make it this year, too. Like, he gets fired at the end of the year. He's going to go back to college.
That's what I said. Yeah, come on. He's going to fire everybody. He's going to go to a bar and have a nice limber 21-year-old sit on his lap.
A lot of people had him pegged for that USC job, but that got filled pretty quick. So
yes, it did. Come on, man. They don't want no parts of that bullshit. I mean, this dude is. Come on, really. Yeah. So there you have it. Our Booty Huff picks. You got anything else on the menu for tonight, Mark? I think that's a wrap, baby.
That is a wrap.
All right. You know how we end this show, Baltimore. Spread love, yo. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Not just tonight, but all year, man. I mean, I know it's been so crazy. It's been equally crazy for us. This year with the pandemic and everything. But we sincerely hope here at Just a Bit Outside that we were able to provide some sort of relief from all the craziness. I mean, whether it be pandemic or, mental health issues or something like that. I think I can speak for myself as well as Mark when we say, that's one of the main reasons why we do this show. It's for you guys. We love chopping it up with you guys. We love your expert analysis. I'm going to call y'all experts too, especially our MVPs, man. And if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't really do this thing for real. I really appreciate it. Mark, do you want to say anything before we sign off for the year?
No, I mean, I just want to echo what you said. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Thank you for sharing us out. Hopefully we're going to do it bigger and badder next year. Be on the lookout for a Spider-Man No Way Home Comic Rack Special Edition hitting the Jabo page later this week after the movie comes out. And also, I just remembered, I had a quick little 5-minute appearance on the Star Wars Santa podcast streamed on YouTube today. So
put it up on the page, shorty. Let's do it.
Yeah, so check that out.
All right. All right, so you guys, don't forget, holidays coming up. Please be responsible. We are still in a pandemic. Be safe, socially distant, mask up, wash your hands, wash your ass, man, and just be safe, you guys. Just be safe. Come back to us in 2021, healthy and ready to chop it up. Thank you again. Have a happy holiday and a happy New Year, you guys. This is Keisha, my main man, Mark. This is Just a Bit Outside, signing off for 2021. See you guys in 2022. Peace.